The Seattle Seahawks are in big trouble this weekend against the Green Bay Packers unless we'll finish that sentence coming up in just a few moments here on this edition of Seattle Seahawks Today. Tyler Jones here with you. Thanks for joining us. Before we go any further in today's show, we are closing in on 61,000 subscribers, getting very close. 365 away from reaching that next milestone. You may be wondering, Tyler, why should I give you another subscriber to Seahawks Today? Well, let me tell you, we're bringing you our daily news and rumors, sometimes 2 and 3 videos a day, like today. We also have our Q&A mailbags that you can interact and be a part of. We have our live shows on Wednesdays, watch parties on game days, breaking news and more. Your one-stop shop for all things Seahawks. You got to subscribe. The Seahawks Today. Best part about it, 100% free. YouTube.com/Seahawks TV. Subscribe now, and we will get started with today's show. What to watch for? I have 3 things that catch my attention when it comes to Sunday night's game against Green Bay that I think is going to be very crucial, very important for Seattle to deal with if they want to claim victory this weekend. All right, let's start with our what to watch for list. We begin with getting after Jordan Love. And I got to tell you, Jordan Love, it's been a pretty fascinating career for him and what he's gone through. Started off, played his college ball at Utah State, was a first-round pick. And many people believe that, hey, being a first-round pick by the Packers, they have found their next franchise quarterback to continue their great legacy, from Bart Starr to Brett Favre to Aaron Rodgers, that he was going to be the next man to step up. And then Aaron Rodgers decided to have a couple of MVP campaigns, got an extension out of it, and we were waiting. All right, is Jordan Love going to get his opportunity? Is he even that good if they keep holding on to Aaron Rodgers and paying him all this money? And Jordan Love's still right there as a young quarterback. But nonetheless, when his opportunity came, he delivered. The pass rush for Seattle has a sack rate of about close to 8%, 21st best in the NFL. That doesn't sound too great, but the number's a little deceiving because they've been much better defensively and in their pass rush with the way they've performed the last few weeks in this 4-game winning streak since the bye. And a big reason why is Big Cat Leonard Williams, who has really just taking it up a whole nother level. 7 sacks on the season, 20 QB hits, 3 pass breakups, 42 tackles. Seattle's going to need a big night from Big Cat. And they are taking on a quarterback that is on kind of a heater right now. What we are describing as the Toyota-thon merchant. Get this. All right, folks. Let me put it this way. If you drive a Toyota, go ahead and just park it for the rest of the weekend. If you were thinking about buying a Toyota and taking part in Toyota-thon, wait till Monday, because this guy is the Toyota-thon merchant. Jordan Love has a 9-3 record as the Packers' starting quarterback during Toyota-thon. 3-1 this season. He elevates his play to a whole nother level during Toyota-thon. If we want to make this a December to remember sales event, like that other car company, we got to start by shutting down Toyota-thon first. Jordan Love in his last 4 games, playing really good. Even in last week's loss against Detroit, had a solid night. 7 touchdowns, 67% completion percentage, just 1 interception, 43 rushing yards. Seattle needs to do what they can to get after Jordan Love and put it into this sale at Toyota. I have nothing against Toyota, by the way, just a disclaimer, but I do until Sunday. Till the Seahawks win, then we can go on and enjoy Toyota-thon from there. But Jordan Love, you've heard it first. Let's put an end to this sale right now. Can the Hawks slow down Jordan Love? It's our pinned comment today. Weigh in, let us know. Y for yes, in for no. Chime in, tell me what you think. Today's show is sponsored by our friends at Game Time. Game Time is the place to go for the best seats, the lowest prices guaranteed. Whether you're looking for tickets to sporting events, concerts, theater productions, comedy shows, and more, Game Time's got you covered. You choose the event you want to go to, like Sunday night's game. And by the way, I better see a lot of you there I've seen too many games this season, the Buffalo Bills game in particular, where there was a lot of opposing fans in the building. We can't let that happen. No takeover by those cheeseheads. Get your tickets on Game Time. Choose the event you want to go to. They got the prices listed. Choose your seats. If you like that seat or not, and then you're checking out on Game Time with Apple Pay, Google Pay, Venmo, all major credit card providers. Game Time has a new feature called Game Time Picks that makes getting tickets to see your favorite teams play live even easier. Game Time Picks filters out the fluff to show you only incredible deals on great seats, so you don't have to waste time searching through thousands of tickets. They have their super deals. If you see a super deal, you don't want to pass up on that. They have the seat views. You can get the 3D effects, see if you like that seat or not. Your purchase is covered with the most flexible customer service policy in the ticketing industry. Download the Game Time app, create an account, and use code ChatSports for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. Again, create an account and redeem code CHATSPORTS for $20 off. Download Game Time today. What time is it? Game Time. The link is in the comments and the description of today's video. Number 2 on our what to watch for list for Seattle is slowing down Josh Jacobs. Josh Jacobs, one of the better running backs in the National Football League, a Tulsa guy. So as a fellow Tulsan, I do like Josh Jacobs, even if he may be playing for the other side. But one thing we've seen with Seattle, the run defense has very much improved since the addition of Ernest Jones. But the numbers still are a work in progress at this point. They've allowed about 126.5 rushing yards per game. That's 21st in the NFL. And now they face arguably their toughest challenge yet since they added Ernest Jones when it comes to the rushing attack at Green Bay, who's currently averaging 144.7 yards per game. That's 5th best in the NFL. And Josh Jacobs, he has the ability on any given night to go off for over 100 yards rushing. We've seen it 3 times this season. That's tied for the 6th most of any running back in the National Football League. And despite being another year older, changing uniforms, new system, change of scenery and all that, Josh Jacobs has been really good this year with over 1,000 yards, 11 touchdowns, 4.4 yards per carry. And we've seen at times the Packers offense turn to Josh Jacobs to lead the charge and open up the run game for Jordan Love to do his thing in the passing game. So if I'm Seattle, I got to do whatever I can to take away Josh Jacobs and minimize his impact. Do you believe in Seattle's run defense? Are they going to get the job done? I think they will. What do you think? Type B for believe, D for don't. Weigh in and let us know. Now, we began this show saying that the Seahawks are in big trouble unless, and this is probably the biggest unless of all, they protect Geno Smith. That has been a problem all season for Seattle, has been protecting their quarterback. And you look at with Geno this season, I think the trend, to kind of put this in the simplest of terms for Geno Smith, has been that you look at the games this year where Geno actually has protection, he's effective, and he takes care of the football, and it's gravy. It's kosher, right? But when he's put under pressure, then we see more turnovers happen, Geno struggles, and all that. Like, you don't have to be a genius to figure that out. And you think about it. Geno's been sacked 40 times this season, tied for the 3rd most in the National Football League. But the hope is, similar like we talked about with the run defense, that this group has turned a corner, this offensive line doing their job to protect Geno Smith. And I think last week against Arizona was a huge step in the right direction, not giving up a single sack. We saw the run game do a really good job as well. You'll look at the numbers from PFF, those nerd stats. Like Tomlinson was solid. Charles Cross was solid. Not a great showing from Abraham Lucas, but we've seen him look pretty good before that. We know what he's capable of here. What you hope is that last week was a building block, because if it is, then Geno can get the job done. So far this year, 14 touchdowns, 12 interceptions, completion percentage near 70%, quarterback rating of 90. Just protect my man, Geno, here, and you're going to be just fine. It's simple as that. So let me ask you, before we wrap up today's show here, What's your confidence level in the Seahawks offensive line going up against Green Bay this week? Scale it for me, 1 through 10. I'm going to go about 6.5 if I'm going to be real with y'all. I like what we saw last week, but I'm still hesitant based on the entire sample size of the season. Weigh in, let us know. For continuing Seahawks coverage, subscribe now to Seahawks Today. I'm Tyler Jones. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time.